the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at the point guard position. And for Miami,
Here we go.
they've got Jimmy Butler. Jones is up there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the 1. Outside, Walker. Floats one.
Want to get that board, Bam?
Now here's Adebayo. Defended by Tice. Adebayo passes to Butler. Here's Nunn, guarded by Walker. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And this is why you gave Hayward big money, not just a score in this offense.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Outside Butler, jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop. And it's Boston the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective. Shooting 2.
That one is off. You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
And the second free throw, good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Nunn passes to Butler. Here's Nunn. Back to Butler. Shoots over Walker. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
When Butler's not challenging at the rim, this is the next best thing. Does a lot of his damage from the mid-range.
Now here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Got a pass to Butler. And he lobs it up. And Adebayo throws it down.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
There's Walker with the 3, and it's Miami with the rebound.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Here's Hayward, and Butler sends it back.
One of the most versatile defenders we have in the league. Butler's reach also allowed him to get that block.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Hey, good journey. Here we go. Get a good look. Good look.
Now here's Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Butler. Clock at 6. Over Tatum. Butler passes to Nunn. Lets it go from deep. Hayward grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Passes it to Walker. Picks it off the glass. It's a tie ball game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Jones. Robinson against Brown. Outside Butler. Takes a 3. That one misses. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one. You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Tice passes to Walker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Heat trail by 4. Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Here's Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line, very good at using his body to draw contact.
Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you say it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
He's perfect from the line this time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't get points away. Excellent job from the line.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Second is Jason Tatum.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Walker. The kick outside to Butler to end the run. Offensive rebound. Here's Nunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Right here. Screen, screen, screen.
Here's the three. It's tipped. Outside Tatum. Brown outside. Boston, no good that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Celtics.
Now here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
From 13 feet, it goes down.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Pass to Tice. Walker surveying the floor. Misses the three. The Heat trail by 4. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. The pass to Nunn. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Boston making a switch here. Smart checked in. Adebayo passes to Hero. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Tatum,
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
The first free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And so is Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 3-point lead. And a shot goes in. And it's 7 points for Jaylen Brown.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Here's Dragic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
First free throw is good. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Enes Kanter checked in for Boston. That one is no good.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Milwaukee.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
It's deflected. The 11-footer. They get the rebound. Crowder got a hand on it. Crowder against Tatum. Outside, Walker. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Smitty, certain guys, due to their size or just playing style, are harder to officiate than others. I've always believed that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, back in my day, it was Shaq. How do you officiate him? Is
Exactly.
he creating contact or he is absorbing contact? James Harden at a guard spot is one of those guys. Giannis, I also think, is one of those guys. And Russell Westbrook. Those are my guys I think that are playing right now.
They're just such different players, aren't they? I mean, they're just very difficult to officiate.
And they play through contact well.
Yes, good point. The Heat making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And then for Boston, Williams comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And so Tatum nails them both. The Heat trail by 6. And here's Dragic. 11 points last game. Iguodala outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Passes it to Hero. Rebound Boston.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Williams dishes to Kanter. Outside Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Tatum. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. He hits both from the stripe. The Heat trail by 8. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Goran Dragic. Averaging about 16 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Kicks to Olynyk. And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Celtics leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Smart. That's tipped. Here's Crowder. And it's good for 2.
He's a power player. That's Crowder's game once he gets inside.
Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Wanamaker. Misses off the right iron. So for the Heat, their last game a loss to the Hornets. Hero passes to Dragic. He kicks it to Olynyk. 6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised with how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shoot a three ball because there's some teams and there's some players. I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
Cantor inside. He's against Olynyk. Williams for 3. They get it back. Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Leonard is checked in for the Heat.
One shot.
Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat, trailing by 10. There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
Iggy is so creative down low, just overwhelming the defense with his athleticism.
And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Free throw good, Iguodala. And Steve, over the last half decade, Andre Iguodala has been a force off the bench.
People get so worried about who starts a game, but who finishes a game is more important. During crunch time, you can always count on Iguodala. He's such a smart player who comes through when it matters.
And he can't hit the second.
The free throw line is something that Iggy needs to work on. He's hit or miss from there.
Here's Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Andre Iguodala. For Boston, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
And he sinks the second. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Dragic with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. It's blocked. Iguodala against Smart. Pass to Wanamaker. Back to Smart. Iguodala with the steal. Good work defensively by Smart.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Here's Wanamaker. Good. It's Williams who picks up the assist.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Iguodala, shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Gotta love the initiative by Iggy there. Very skilled at getting the D, just to be a little too aggressive with him on his shots.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw, no good. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And so it's Boston, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are, just have fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And, guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Smart. Williams is out there with Tatum. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Wanamaker in at the one spot. Iguodala, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Offensively, just versatile. Tatum keeps his defenders on edge with so many moves with the ball.
Iguodala, the pass to Silva. Dragic looking it over. Got a piece of it.
Good snatch, Robert.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pulls it up. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pick coming.
Olynyk inside, guarded by Tatum. That's tipped. Three-pointer. But they get it back. Kanter kicks to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Boston leading by 18. Goran Dragic grabs the board.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Dragic. Wanamaker misses.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Here's Iguodala. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Smart.
Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. And Smitty, as you alluded to with Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality, but that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
Boston making a switch here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Hayward comes in for Tatum. Brownie's checked in for Marcus Smart, and Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker.
Who's got Walker?
Walker the pass to Williams. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense elections. He is a true two-way terror.
No good on the free throw. You know, Smitty, every team at some point faces some locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very tough. Sometimes you have those one or two player additions that it just changes the dynamic of your team. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts, and some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
Walker finds Tice. Outside Williams, pass to Walker, three-pointer, knocks down the three ball. Walker's got 7.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard, and when you can shoot it like Walker, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Nunn passes to Robinson, and the three ball is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Hayward kicks to Tice. The pass to Walker. This one for 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A.
Gordon Hayward is always a threat to sky for the dunk. He has some ups.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Walker. That one a little long.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And that one against the Raptors, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Brown, good. Brown's got 11.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Here's Nunn. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Will it go? They grabbed their own miss.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Walker the pass to Brown. The three-pointer no good. The Heat trail by 20. Lets the three fly. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Kicks it out to Jones. Butler on the wing. Defended by Hayward. And it's Butler missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Brown. That shot off the mark. And it's Miami the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. Here's Nunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Butler against Hayward. The rebound by the Celtics. Hayward's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Walker. And some changes here for the Heat. Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. And so Walker nails both of them. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And stolen by Hayward. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Got that bucket in no time at all. 13 points for Jaylen Brown.
Like seeing the active hands of Hayward on defense, really using that gigantic wingspan of his to come up with steals.
Nunn passes to Butler. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside, Walker passes it to Brown. Now, here's Tice. Back to Brown. 5 on the clock. Williams kicks to Brown. Outside, Walker. Goes up again, and the jumper is good. Walker's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
That's a 2 from Butler. Misses off the left iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Brown throws it down.
And when you let Brown get close to the hoop, you face the consequences. Just a tremendous athlete with unreal dunking ability.
Timeout called the Heat.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's around 18 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Williams with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Brown's got the ball.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
The offensive rebound. Butler passes to Adebayo. Kicks it to Crowder. Pass to Hero. Shoots over Brown, and it's blocked by Brown, and they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. Cantor checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Pass to Hero. The kick out to Dragic. And again, unable to change momentum here. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Butler, here we go. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Butler's got 5 points so far.
I love the aggressiveness by Butler when he's driving the basketball to the bucket.
And it's blocked. Cantor against Adebayo. And Crowder slams it in.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Smart kicks to Williams. Back to Smart. The pass to Cantor. And here is Williams. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Smart kicks to Walker. Got a piece of it. Bounce pass from Williams. It's deflected. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Dragic the pass to Hero. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by Williams. Boston shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Outside, Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Walker against Butler. Now here's Walker. Back to Smart. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better. Or it's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's a goal going into the game. It doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A tremendous game we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He ended up with 17 points and 1 rebound. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear.
That's why this is already a blowout.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point guard. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Robinson passes to Nunn. 4 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. From outside, off the mark. The Celtics shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. To the middle. Here's Tatum. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, and I love how strong Tatum is finishing through the contact there. He's shown a real toughness in terms of when he gets in attack mode.
Butler goes in and slam dunk by Butler.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
That's good from Tice. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Nunn, guarded by Walker. Floats one up. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Heat have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
He has come through in a big way at the foul line in this game.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Nunn passes to Butler. Here's Nunn. Trying to get open is Robinson. Nunn, that's good.
Attacking the defense with the pass, Butler understands the importance of keeping his teammates involved.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Back to Walker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Walker's got 16 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Butler up top, defended by Hayward, and that one's good by Butler.
He's added that floater to his game. It's hard to stop him if he keeps knocking that one down.
Here's Walker. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Nunn passes to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Nunn. The tray. Rebound, Boston. Tatum got his 8th rebound here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While there's a break, let's take a look at this past month's assist leaders among small forwards in the NBA. Third is Jimmy Butler.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
Teams benefit so much from having these guys at the small forward position that can pass. It's like having 2 point guards on the floor.
And that one falls for Tatum. The Heat making a switch here. Olenek checked in. And so Tatum nails them both. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Nunn passes to Robinson. Dishes it to Butler. That shot off. Hayward with some nice D. From past the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
And now look at Jason Tatum. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. 3rd in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy, and everyone else knows it as well. Here's Nunn. Got a piece of it.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Stolen by Robinson. Here's Nunn. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Butler passes to Nunn. Butler kicks to Jones. Back to Butler. Tries again. Kicks it out to Jones. Over Hayward. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Pass to Tice. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Walker. No, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Nunn. Back to Robinson. He dishes it to Butler. Clock at 6. That one rolling around and rims out.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Hayward outside. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar. There's no off season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the offseason. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody's looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Here's Nunn, guarded by Tatum. Nunn passes to Leonard. Can they get it? The rebound by the Celtics. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Brown wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Silva, the pass stolen over Walker. Miami no good on that time either.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it. Not in rhythm. He had 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Robinson passes to Olynyk. Shoots over Walker, and Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Robinson.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
First one falls for him.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Some changes for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Dragic. Outside Leonard launches a 3, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Walker against Dragic. Here's Smart. No good on that one, and it's Miami the other way. Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And that one is hammered home.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the Celtics. Outside Tatum. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Miami's gotten off to a very slow start for three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Taken away by Williams. Walker in the post. He's guarded by Dragic. Walker's shot is off. Iguodala left side. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
And Walker kicks to Smart. Back to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Outside Leonard. The 3. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Good setup by Goran. Keeps himself under control. Makes the right decision.
Pass to Smart. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 22 points.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Here's Dragic. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wanamaker. No good on the triple.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Iguodala, the pass to Hero. The kick out to Dragic. Another shot. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Miami has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Dragic. That's tipped. Here's Wanamaker. Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. How last month turned out for him? He's right around 17 points tonight, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Boston making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, Greg, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
And, you know, Smitty, just a wall of muscle. Jay Crowder, one of those power wings that seems every team is looking for these days.
Yeah, he's able to straddle that line between perimeter and interior play. His versatility and competitive will set him apart.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocked down the first one. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Second free throw, no good. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense is a smooth operator.
Crowder against Tatum. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Smart. Tatum kicks to Smart. And there's the pass to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. Inside. Tatum's shot is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Adebayo with the ball. Williams picks him up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Boston dictating the flow.
Jason.
And here is Tatum. He's got 25. Passes to Wanamaker. No good from outside. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Right back after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Edwards. Green is up there with Williams. Then it's Ennis Cantor, and it's Wanamaker in a shooting guard. And it's blocked.
Way to get it, Ennis.
Edwards with it. To the left side wing. And the rejection by Iguodala.
And Iggy demonstrating his trademark defense yet again. Just a sensational shot blocker.
Here's Wanamaker. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
The Heat shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Jones dishes to Dragic. Right side Crowder. The rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Green. Cantor trying to free himself up. He kicks it to Green. It's hauled in by the Heat. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Dragic. He's tightly guarded. Excellent D from Cantor. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Cantor. And the rejection by Iguodala. Hill looking around. Pass to Dragic. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
It's the three-point bomb.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
To stop the drought, that's good on the jump shot.
How about the tempo Dragic plays with? Constantly working for a good shot.
Edwards passes to Cantor. Now here's Edwards. Out left to the wing. Cantor kicks to Edwards. And the 3 off target. And it's Miami's ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Clearly a foul.
And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derrick Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Boston. Now the dish to Kenter. Williams scanning the floor. There's the pass to Green. That three off the mark. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. The Celtics have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Cantor against Olynyk. Outside, Green, 6 to shoot. Passes it to Williams. Poked loose. Kicks to Cantor. The second chance effort, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. The Heat shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Here's Nunn. Dishes it to Jones. Pass to Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and it's blocked. Pass to Ogilvy. All sorts of time, and he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Now Hill. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's a reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Green against Olynyk. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Olynyk.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Free throw drops for Green. Williams, he's checked in for Kenter. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steve, for players, success brings so many opportunities, but sometimes the glitz and the glamour and the lifestyle get in the way of success on the basketball court.
You know it does, Kevin. A lot of these guys have a lot of things going off the court, and you want to encourage that. It's just when anything off the court starts to affect on the court, then it becomes a problem.
Take a break.
Some guys can
break.
handle it from the beginning.
2 shots.
Others need to mature before they can find that balance.
No good on that one. So he comes up empty at the line, and the shot is good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Green kicks to Edwards. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. The Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in. Williams scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Now the pass to Ojale. They kick it out to Green. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Miami, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's none. Defended by Tice. Got a hand on it. Passes it to Ojale. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. Just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Iguodala, the pass to Silva. The rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside. Miami grabs the miss. Olynyk got 5 rebounds tonight. Silva, the pass to Nunn. Kicks it out to Iguodala. That shot misses. Nice D from Williams. Here's Ojale. It's stolen by Hill. At the top of the key, Iguodala. It's back to Hill. Here's Nunn. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking about a lot about, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
Here's Nunn. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look for Miami. Leonard, he's checked in for Olynyk. And Hero subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Now here's Edwards. He dishes it to Williams. Pass to Edwards. Six on the shot clock. Can't hit that one. The Heat go the other way with it. Here's Silva. And Boston at the rebound. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Edwards passes Ojale. And here's Tice. And here's Edwards. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Green with the ball. Well, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
Leonard hits the jump hook.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Now Edwards. Pass to Ojale. Here's Tice. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Green. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Outside Hill. And it's denied. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.